It's welcome to the totally awesome seasick show. This wasn't the forecast that I was expecting to go Plaice fishing with. A huge high pressure system. They said it's going to be sitting over us for about a week. Where there should be no wind. Right over the top of us, and it is mucky, yucky, cold. Even the sun won't come out. I'm drifting for Plaice, guys. It doesn't look good at the moment because it's the wind and tide situation that we always mention about in fishing. It's not like going carp fishing in a lake where they're all stocked for you, put in there, you know what you get. Out at sea, you've got so many variables. Not just are the fish there because they're all wild, they're not stocked. The problem is the current goes one way, the wind goes another way. The tides can change, they stop, they start. There are no constants really in sea fishing. And as you can see out there, if I just hold it steady, I've got 3 rods over, can't put the big rods over. I am drifting for Plaice using plastic teaspoons as flash attractors. There's one other boat over there. I think that's the only one that's like me, is probably mad enough to come out here. But they gave a good forecast. It's really annoying. Got up 5 o'clock in the morning. It's now 11 o'clock. I've been fishing about 20 minutes, that's all. So just waiting to see if I can pick a fish off to give me an idea as to whether or not I might anchor. I like drifting for Plaice. You cover more ground. Generally it's better if you're on clean ground or mussel beds or something you're not going to lose a lot of gear on. But if I can sort of find a couple of fish, I might have to anchor because it's pitching and tossing and rolling everywhere. And I'm hiding in here, inside the cabin, because it's windy and I've got wind on the mic. My only misgiving is, I changed to this Helly Hansen life jacket thing, preserver, flotation device, whatever the heroes called it. You know, they all have a different name for everything. Oh, that's not this, it's not that. Hopefully it'll keep me alive. But being quite superstitious, I normally have the other one with Yamaha on it. I just feel I should change. I know it sounds stupid. Got the lucky sweatshirt on under here, the lucky hat, but I just normally have that sort of extra bit of added pizzazz. I think I'm going to have a look for it. See if I can find it, and hopefully I'll see what this drift does. It's my first drift, by the way, guys. I'm going to see what comes if I get any bites on this. I guess it's not looking good. Look, the Plaice could have gone. Hey ho, the Plaice could have gone. But I fill them in with a shout. Ragworm is the bait. Guys, the other boat is coming straight for me. I feel sure he's going to ask me. He just wants to ping my mark. He's going to come as close as he can, go past me. I think I'm on some magic numbers, which I'm not. I'm just on a regular bank, and he's fishing over it anyway. So hopefully I get left in peace and quiet. Apart from the slapping of the boat. As you can see, no bites as yet. On this little light rod, it does actually look like bites, but I think that's just the lead bouncing over the bottom. There's no real pull downs yet. I'll stay in the cabin, and the other gentleman might go past. He doesn't need to ping the mark. He might as well tie up next to me. Look, he's come all the way across. He's stopped there. He thinks that yellow boat knows what he's doing. No, I don't actually. No, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just having a punt. Speed wise, I'll give you guys an update on the speed. It's only half a knot, 0.6, so I'm really on the bang. I mean, if there are any Plaice here, I feel I'm going to shield that. If there are any Plaice here, I feel I should be in with a shout. I do like eating Plaice, but no real bangs yet. I've got some stone weights I'm going to show you here. No, just down here, I've got some of these stone weights that a guy said, oh, test those out. They're great, that's okay. They bump across the bottom, you know, they can just bump like this, they don't snag so much. The trouble is they're carp ones, so they're absolutely useless for sea fishing because they're what they call inline stones. So I'm going to have to tie some fishing line around that and make a weight of it, and they're not really heavy. And the trouble is I'm very limited. I've got padlocks here, look, a couple of the old padlocks, a bit heavy for Plaice, some big lumps as well, and a decent stone there that a mate made. So, very basic, but you never know. Strange things happen when you're fishing. There's a lot of weed on this one, guys. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign. But I haven't blanked, as you can see. I've hooked a bit of slipper limpet. And that ragworm's okay. I think I might ask out of the boat. He's so close. Does he want me to bait up for him? What I'm going to do is I'm going to just do one more. Yeah, I'm not really far out, to be honest, where I wanted to be. In fact, I'm going over what we consider to be all good clean ground. So I've just got to fish away, have a drift to see if there's a spot on here that I can't locate something. If not, it will be down to angry. I'll tell you what I'm going to put out, actually. I'm going to put a strip of salted squid out that somebody sent me from America. I fear it'll catch nothing in the UK, whereas I've only got a few ragworm. I might as well try it. Okay, this bait's come by priority mail all the way from Chatsworth. Might have been a nibble. Galveston in TA, which I think is Texas. I'm just going to open the bail arm and drop this back. I've noticed the speed is still about 0.05, 0.06. Oh, I've got a pot coming, guys. Cancel this, I'll show you in a minute. I don't want to get snagged up. Hang on. Oh, hang on, boys. No, I thought there was something there. I don't want to lose all my gear in this. Always got to keep your eye open when you're drifting. You're going to lose everything in somebody's line. Nets, pots, that sort of thing. I might have had a bite there, I don't know. Could have been just bumping across line. I'm going to whiz these up, move the boat, ask these guys if they want one sugar or two, and then I'll be clear of that flag. I shall be back in a short moment. Just moving the boat, guys, and I've either got a load of weed or a fish. I feel no kicking. Yeah, no kicking at all. The flag, well, I would have lost all my gear. It's like 30 feet away. But now, what that does is I can use that flag as a dan, and should I get a bite or a fish, then I'll know which area I'm drifting, what speed. I know what speed from there, but I know roughly whereabouts I got that bite. If this is indeed a fish, who knows? I don't think it's a plaice. Mind you, every time I call it, it's something else. It's either a chunk of weed or a dogfish or a plastic bag. Coming in very, very shallow. It is a tiny, I think it's a smooth hound. It is tied up in a tangle. It saved me the blame, but it's tied up in a tangle like you wouldn't believe. It's tied up so well, I could put a stamp on it and post it to America. Save the blanks, a little smooth hound, guys. Right, let's have a sit down here. I've got my 3 rods out again. I manoeuvred past that flag and I'm just staying on this drift a bit longer. because I'm obviously gaining nothing by moving too quickly. Anyway, this bait is called super salty squid. It's obviously preserved in here squid. It looks like sort of bacon strips to me. But I'm going to take one out and drop it down, possibly on the next drift. Bounce across the bottom. If I lose it, I lose it. Doesn't really matter, I guess. I know it's all the same sizes. I think they are. Yeah, it's all like preserved. I've tried preserved baits before and they've been great. Super salty squid, jig it. Yeah, I've used this before on jigs. I've baited up jigs with strips of this, actually called pork belly, which is nothing to do with squid. It is actually a piece of pork belly. It's very, very tough and it's salted. And you put it on the end of the jig and it spins and twists behind the jig. And I've caught bluefish in America. I think it's off Nantucket. Where else have I used it? Several different places I have used it. I think I used strips of it for largemouth bass fishing as well. Right, let's get one of these down there. And look what I'm using for a weight, people. Look what I'm using, an old padlock. Oh dear, the purist and tackle tarts must love this show. And not fresh bait, not fresh. No, my God, he's using salty bait. Oh, look at it, it's like bacon. What does it smell of? It doesn't smell of anything, actually. Well, we're going to drop it down and see what the British fish think of it. It is as tough as you could want, and it's as tough as you could ever expect salted squid to be. You'd expect it to be tough, boys. It's tough. Let's drop it down and see if I can use it, lose it, abuse it, or catch a fish on it. The sandwich is going to taste very salty. This one I can afford to. I don't think there's any more flags around, is there? No. Those guys didn't come over for their tea. Right, see if I can lob this away. Oh, I don't fancy doing that with the plastic spoons I got, which I will show you later if I catch anything on them, because they can twist in the wind. So I'm just going to bump this right across the bottom. Just continue on this long drift. I was talking to a commercial skipper inside the marina, and he said you can. I said, can you go on a long drift? He said, definitely you can go on a long drift. They trawl here apparently. I feel like they've trawled already, that's why there's nothing here. You never know. I've got that on light drag. Obviously no Plaice is going to eat that salted squid. It's going to be some, I guess, like a ray. I don't know. I'll be amazed if I catch any fish on that, I've got to be honest. And what I like to do is just to bump this back, just to make sure every now and then that there's the other end of that flag just in from the cliff there, and it's way up there. It is bumping, but there are no Plaice at home. Either that or I'm in the wrong place. Wrong place. Oh God. How do I stay on the boat with myself? Well, boys, this feels a bit more promising. Our friends, the 1 sugar or 2 sugars, they come right up to me. Actually, I hid in the cabin, but I feel this might be a fish. I'm going to put my money on this one being a Plaice as well. Hopefully you can see some of this. I'm not even going to stop whining to put the hat on, the camera on my head, nothing. I may even have my other lines, I don't know. Make sure I'm not tangled. Well, it's not a Plaice. It's a little bass and 23 other lines. It's not even a little bass, it's a scad. It's bound to jump everywhere. But why? Why would you do that and spike me? I just want to show the people what a scad looks like. And do you know what? I'm not now, I'm putting them in the bait box. Well, nothing on the drift is doing like 1.5 to 1.7 knots. I think it's too fast now. Another boat's anchored up there. I don't know if he's catching. Other guys are drifting. I think it's too fast for the drift. I'm going to go up, put the anchor down on the edge of that bank and just sit there and see if I can hold bottom. I just hope I've got enough lead to get down when that ebb tide starts. The wind's still constant. It's just a weird sort of day. Well, I'm going to try and anchor. Can't seem to find the right spot. The trouble is the tide's a lot different to the last time I fished here. Those are mid tides, these are spring tides. I'm just going to move around a bit and then drop the anchor down. The wind has just gone off a tad. Lovely good fine weather clouds, high pressure clouds there. Just not high pressure fishing. Right. I'm just going to put the wind on the left hand side a bit. I'm just going to twist the boat, so I like to have the wind on one side and doesn't blow the boat. Doesn't blow the boat over the anchor, which is never good, never good, never good. It never ends well. Deeper than I thought. It's down. Now I'm going to back off. Just a tad till the wind picks it up. The wind will get on the boat about there. And then venture into the unknown. Up here, climbing around. It's all good fun. It's all good exercise. Be a hell of a swim back though, wouldn't it? Before Canada. The wind has just gone down a tad. Let's see if that's going to bite. Oh, good old Bruce anchor wallop straight in, and the tide is ripping. I don't think I'm going to be able to hold, boys, with the small rods I've got. I think I'm blowing out, and I picked tides that are too big. But what do? That is smoking. You won't see it from here, but it certainly is. Ripping. I think I'm stuffed. I think I've got to go way inshore. I think I've got to risk a blank here somewhere. Well, I haven't blanked. I have those two little fish. Got my big rods I can put down. I suppose I could put those down with a Plaice rig on them. Not sure about that old salty bait. I haven't got faith in that. Anyway, benefit is it'll soon be time for dinner. I'm going to try this one with the lead. I think those stones I was using only really any good for very slow drifts. So fingers crossed if I can nail a bait on the bottom and the anchor doesn't drag, I might still have a chance of catching and salvaging something out of it. Such are the vagaries of sea fishing in the UK. Florida, it is not. No vast shoals of jack crevalle, sharks, goliath, groupers, tuna, bonito, white marlins, sailfish, you know, you name it. God, the bait fishing's better in Florida than some of the fishing we have over here. But we have to take what there is. Just got to take what there is, whatever comes along. I would quite like that big stone there, as you can see, to be able to hold bottom. So I'm going to have to heave that one back. He's going to have to go way back there. I break it a lot, so it sends the bait past the weight itself. But I doubt somehow, unless I drop this one halfway to the beach back there, that is ever going to touch bottom. Try it. You've got to try these things. You've got to experiment. That's what I'm doing now. A bit of experimental fishing. Always annoying though, isn't it? You know, when you just come out with something in your mind, you get it all the plans set. Oh, it did actually drop there. Yeah. Well, we might get lucky still. Fishermen are full of hope. It never ceases to amaze me how we all come out full of hope on each new day. We think it's going to be totally different. The fish are going to be rip-roaring at us, and they're not. Over goes the padlock with a piece of salty dog or whatever it was called bait on it. Drop it down. I'm just thumbing lightly because it's a short boom, so it might spin up and tangle. Just going to thumb lightly like that. I sort of do like anchoring because you can relax. You know exactly where you are unless the anchor drags. And of course on your GPS you have an anchor drag alarm as well. That you can move and set an alarm, say 100 metres or something like that, 100 feet, I don't know. Whatever you want to set it at, so your alarm does actually go off should you fall asleep, which is handy. I mean the alarm, not falling asleep. Right, what's next? That one's got a lead on it, but I don't like that trace. I made that a little bit too short. I'm going to make a bigger trace up and drop that one down. Well boys, the first bite I've got is on my 50-pound shark rod. I've actually been laying down here having a nice doze. It is so dead it's ridiculous, but there's something having a go here. Just going to wind down slowly. Just dropped it down as a bonus. Yes, there's fish on. A fish is on the line. I feel. These other rods, I can't tell you. I dozed off, I had a lovely 30-minute doze. What on earth is on here? I put spoons on there. I've still got my Plaice rig on. I was just about to move inshore and try for some black bream. I wonder what this is. What is this? What is this? It's a dogfish. Well, well, well. Couldn't be a nice big fat Plaice. Now see here what I've got. Spoons, spoons, spoons. A big string of spoons. And then down the bottom here. There's a spoon there, plastic teaspoon. You can see even in the wind they blow. And Mr. Dogfish, who's going to be released. It's his lucky day. One dogfish and back he goes. Wow, still no Plaice. One scared. One dogfish. And one, I've forgotten what the other one was. I guess you can see there, although this is totally overkill, there's the spoon there. You can see a couple of beads either side. And the idea in the beads, just show those beads, I think being alternate colours like that they could look at the two white ones like the eyes of another Plaice. This spins and flashes in the tide, and these are just attractor flashers. More teaspoons. I couldn't do that if I tried. More teaspoons to flash in the tide like this. My goodness, it should be something better than a dogfish eating that. I'll just drop that down as an absolute bonus. And the other guy's telling me there were gilthead bream around. Should I go inshore? I think I might. I think I might, guys. It's so dead out here, it's unbelievable. Well, you can see I'm clearing up, guys. I'm going to go out in the deep waters. It was dead here, but I've hooked a fish up right on last knockings. And that's what it says, yes. The Totally Awesome Fishing Show. It's not a, it's heavy, so I know it's not a Plaice. But listen, I'll take anything at the moment. The way things are going is lock this little spinning rod over in a good battle bend. My money's on it being either a, I don't know, it's a bullhuss or a ray or something, probably a ray. But the tide has died on us out here. Everybody else is moving. One guy stayed anchored, they're going on the drift. What is this? Better not be a giant Plaice. It is indeed a thornback ray by the look of it. There's my stone weight. I feel like I've lost a stone with worry. And here he comes, just hooked. And that there, folks, I'll watch the thorns on this. There we go. A small thornback ray. The thornback ray, I turn him round, saves the day. And you can see the thorns all the way down his tail here. He really has got some big, big thorns. The worm slid up the hook, up the line. I just turn him around. I do not need to get spiked. And you can see it's just hooked in there. Always watch your fingers. I'm going to use my special patented, one of those days pliers to get that hook out. Hook's out. How easy was that? Wow, that saved the day a bit, but I'm still going to move. I'm going to go out in deep water, and that's on ragworm. So that's when it's like this, you just think, should I start? I've been here like 15 minutes. I wonder I might give it another 30 minutes here. What do you guys think? There we go. Away goes Mr. Ray. You can see there that a pretty well dead tide at the moment. Dear, 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 what to do? Do you know, I think I've got to give it 3:30. 15-20 minutes here. I'm just threading this ragworm up the hook. I want to give it 15-20 minutes here. I've got 2 rods down still. I think you got to go with your gut feeling. People, sometimes you just got to go with your gut feeling. The wind, I can feel the wind picking up a tad. Slide that worm down there and I slide. There's my spoon. So that Ray took this plastic spoon, you see. Well, he didn't take the plastic spoon, Graeme, he took the bait. But you can see there's the bait, and here's the spoon. The spin's in front of it. Do you know, I think I'm going to take a gamble and move, guys. I think I'm going to take a gamble and move. I was going to move in the first place, and there was a reason for that. I don't want that one Ray to put off the chance of maybe catching something different somewhere else. Oh, wait a minute. Now, if there's a second fish on here, which I don't think there is, if there's a second fish on here, oh, wait. Now I've got a fish on here, guys. I've got to stay. This feels like a black bream or a Plaice. If it's a Plaice, I think I've got to stay. It could be a state of tide thing. I'm gonna put my money on a bream. What is that? This plucky little breamy pull. I can't see it in the glare of that sunshine. Lovely. It feels like a mac. What is it? What the hell is that? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's only a bass, people. It's only a little bass, little schooly bass. Now, I don't know whether he took when I moved it or whether he just grabbed it. But I don't want to get spiked. Hang on, people. Now, look at that. That's a little turn up for the books. A little miniature bass there. Do you know, I think I've got to give it 15 minutes because I just moved to this hump. I've moved like half a mile and it seems to have paid off. So let's get him back and get some baits out. I will put those baits out. I've got to give it a go now, haven't I? I've got to. I use my own saying, don't leave feeding fish, and I think I should follow my own advice here. I'm not even sure which way the current's going. Oh, there is no current. Do you know, I think do I tough it out here or do I move? I think I might, 2 fish like that, I think I might just hang on. Let's not make any hasty decisions. I could have been in the right place, you see, all the time. Oh, let's get that in there. I could have been in the right place all the time and it's just waiting for a state of tide. I'm not sure that weight might be a little bit heavy. I'm going to go for nothing because I've got to tie those stones up. There's other guys gone as well. The ones who are drifting are gone. The guys who are anchored are gone. They might just have pulled out of town at the wrong time. And Uncle Graeme might be picking the fish up that they've missed. They've literally both going at the same time. They must be friends. Turned out a really nice evening at the moment. More rods. Nothing on the squid, which I have to say doesn't surprise me. Fresh squid, yes. Salted squid, I think they need to be starving. So I'm just threading these. I'm using I've got some giant ragworm in there. I'm saving them. I don't know why I'm saving them because it's not an epic day. I just like to use the sort of average size ones first. The matchman would put all that bait off, but I tend to leave it on. That's the first bait. And the second bait, it just makes one bigger bait of it. And I'm going to cast it. For some reason it wants to pull this way. So I'm going to cast it that way. I hope I'm not going over my anchor rope. There's the buoy, you can see the buoy. Anchor's up there. So there still must be a bit of flow coming this way. But the waters, the clarity has come in back in the water now. Whether that is something to do with what I've called the bass and that thornback ray, I don't know. But why is everything going this way? The lines, it's beyond me. All in here in the south coast is bizarre. It's not like a constant tide. You go down the Bristol Channel, you know which way the tide's going. You have no mistake. There is plenty of tide and you can work out where to put your baits. Well, the wind's right round here to the south now. So I've got it sort of beam on. I'm not sure why the line's going that way, because the tide should be ebbing, it should be going this way. Something bizarre's happened up here, whether it can't be slack tide. Not up here this time, the wind's a little bit fresher. I think I'm going to take that squid off and put more worms on, guys. I've got plenty of worms there. I paid for them, I might as well use them. The squid is salted, so one assumes I can use it again. I just will feel better with some small hooks down there. And you can see, look, it is as tough as old boots. It looks like our fresh squid. It looks like our fresh squid. It's so tough, it's ridiculous. I have used it, as I say, pork rinds as well. I've used pork belly, they call it. Very, very tough, and you use them on lures. And then when you pull this through the water, like if you hooked it there, you pull it through the water, it flutters and flashes. But for bluefish, striped bass, stuff like that, I'm not sure about our species. Got to change rigs. Right, I need a bit of extending trace off of this reel. Why is that one pulled over? The middle one looks like it's just pulled over a little bit more. It's interesting. I just need a bit longer trace. I thought there was a bite on that, I'm not sure. I'm just trying to extend this spoon. I've got it on a... I've been trying it on a short trace there, and I'm going to extend it and make it on a long trace. I can't be able to make a whole new rig up. I'm tying this, but I'm looking at that middle rod there. I think that was the one with just either a very light lead weight or a stone on it. So why did it pull over that extra bit? Let's get this knot tied. Pull it down. Just give me a little bit of extension. Oh, there you go, there you go. There's definitely, hang on guys, there is definitely a pull on that one. Now there's a pull the other way as well. There's a pull this way. Hang on. Oh my goodness, what a good job I didn't move. What a good job. It might only be a dogfish, but oh, it's come off. How wonderful. No, it's still going. It's come back on. It's come back on again. It's on, it's off. What the flying Fernandos is this thing? What a good job. I didn't move, follow my own advice. It might only be a dogfish, it does not matter. At this stage of the day, getting near the end of the day, being so quiet, I'm just starting to now get some fish. I've got a feeling it's a doggy. Well, what do I know? It is indeed not a doggy. Or is it a doggy? I can't see. It looks like a nurse shark. It is indeed, yes folks, a dogfish on a stone. There you can see the stone dancing around in the sunlight, closely followed by my plastic spoon. It's quite a big dogfish actually. I did think I saw a bite there. And back Mr. Dogfish goes. Now it's only a dogfish folks, we realise that, but by not moving I've had a thornback ray, a bass and a dogfish. And there could be other fish moving here as well now, so back out again. Right, I've recast that one. I've cast him down the back. It seems to be dragging around that way. So if I rotate these rods to there, here's that drag on that one. He can go in there. Was that a bite on here? Oh, load up time. You people were just going to make me move. You were just trying to lure me to another deep water mark. Oh, I've done it again. I've done it again. Deliberate mistake, guys, here. I've got to get some glasses. How many rings do I need to miss? Probably another doggy, but you never know. You never know. It's a fish. I'm getting action. Those guys should not have left when they left. They left absolutely as the switch was flicked. And this one will probably be another doggy. It's a thin one. Double spoons this time, you can see, guys. So at least the dogs are on the bite. What's that, bull huss? Yeah. It's a doggy, he's got some dark markings on him. There he goes. Fresh bait. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone, guys. I don't mind. If I was shark fishing, I can put up with blanks. I don't like it. But regular fishing, you just like a bit of action, don't you? Just keeps everything going, keeps you sane, keeps you active, keeps your mind working, changing baits, changing rigs, and you can really get into it. That bait's all right. This one, check my line. I seem to want to go that way. I can't. I never have been able to work the tides out down here, I must admit. Never have been able to. I don't want to let it go down too fast. I don't want it tangling. What is this? Am I going to reach it? Tell me. Ugh. I think I had a bite on this earlier on as well. Now, this one might just be weed. Maybe I'm just going to be swinging around in circles now. You can see the line down here from the anchor rope, so it's never a good sign. Oh, what is that? Nothing? Nothing. I'll tell you what, guys, the bait has been well and truly chewed there. Here I've dropped that scad down and suspended it mid-water. I'm a bit concerned about which way that... Oh, whoa, there was a fish on here, and there still is a fish on here, people. I'm very, very, very close to my anchor rope and 9 other lines. This one is kicking like crazy. What the heck? What the heck? Oh, there's another. There's another rod out up there. Surprise, surprise. This one is going mad. I do not need to get too tangled here. Bear with me while I sort myself out. I think I might be clear. What the? This could be the kiddie. This could be the kiddie. It's a double header. Oh, is it a double header of Plaice, please? A double header of a nice Plaice and a dogfish, people. Well, 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 what a good job. Double teaspoons, double tablespoons. I got half the cutlery. Oh, it's a nice Plaice. Look at it. Oh, he's come off. He's unhooked himself. It's a big old dogfish. Let's get this kiddie off. I'll show you the Plaice. This is just nerves. I've dispatched Mr. Plaice, and that is really good one. A really good Plaice there. He is on a one-way ticket to my frying pan. Why did those men move? Oh my God. A beauty. I can almost taste it now with the chips, the tartar sauce, the mushy peas. Hey Mabel, I got a fresh air Choppy. Get that mushy peas going, get some spuds on as well. Mabel, there's another fish down here, love. They're coming through floorboards. Over he goes. Hey, 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 hey. What was that? I've got a rod up there, up in the canopy. That felt, I think the boat's swinging. I think that's what it is. Wow, how a session has turned around. I mean, it's bizarre, isn't it? It's got to be a state of the tide. The other two boats will be just sitting there, sitting there, sitting there. They go home, it's like throwing a switch. But I am getting a few snags in the bottom now. Right, tell me what to do. I'm probably going to get my own. That is snagged in the bottom. That's come out. I'm going to have to bring this one up, guys. I hope I'm not hooking my own anchor rope. It has been done before. feels suspiciously like a live anchor rope. What have we got? No, not this time, Graeme. Lots of weed. Now this fishing could all go pear-shaped downhill in 5 minutes, and probably will do. And I was just lucky enough to stay here for that 15 or 20 minutes when the fish came on the feed. In fact, while I sort my teaspoons out, here, I'll switch that off. Holy cow, guys, did you see that? I was chilling. There was a massive whack on that rod. What the heck was that? Big bang. I reckon that might have been a bass. Big bang and then nothing. You might even have seen it on the camera. I was just sitting there chilling. Still a light drag there, just check it. Bizarre, to say the least. I've got about an hour left. They put out a security on the radio saying they're going to dredge something rather in the harbour. I thought, give a wide clearance so I don't need to go anywhere near that. There's a bite, there's a bite, there's a bite. That middle one as well, could be a second fish. There he goes. I'll take you out to him. Look, 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 look. Look. I'm going to come down here, just going to drop a little bit of line back to him. Give him a little bit of slack to get hold of it. Put the head cam on. Could be the same fish that banged the one over there. When you get a bang like that, I tend to think, I'll just check the anchor rope in a minute. Why are these rods pulling over? That one, this one, all pulling over. It smacks of snags. No, I've got this one out. That one came out. What the hell is... Why should that go? Oh! That's a fish, boys. That is a fish on there, I feel sure. Well, not very big, but I'm pretty sure that is a fish, that bang. Makes me wonder if there's a fish on that one as well, on the heavy. On Big Bertha. I'm going to sign this one up as a Plaice. I'm going to sign it as a Plaice. Juddering, and the fact they come in very deep like this. I'm going to have him down as a Plaice. Wouldn't that be sweet? 2 of them. Take my time, take your time, Graeme. Small hooks. Oh, stop it. The drag on this was serviced about 18 or 20 years ago. Here we go, here we go. Let's have a look at it. It is indeed. Oh, come to daddy. Oh, come to me, you beauty. Here he comes, boys. You watch him ping off and the hook goes through my ear. Oh, yes. Look at that. Don't tell me my teaspoons don't work. I'm not giving them back to the wife, that's for sure. She'll have to go and buy some more cutlery. Look at that. Manky old piece of lead. All those tackle. Radio check over. Roger, Roger. Home for tea, darling. Put the gin and tonic in the frying pan. You can see the buoy's still down there, so I've kept the anchor rope short. Beautiful place, and he's going. Yes. Straight in the cooler. Guys, this one here is a whelk. Hope you can see this. And these are very predatory. You can eat these as well in larger size, but you can see he's absolutely got hold of that worm. And they make a very, very tough bait, whelks. Highly predatory shellfish. More worms. Throw this one back and feather it so it sends the bait past the lead. Untangling it will be handy. Probably back that way. And then just let it go down, stopping it every now and then. Wind won't lay down, but I just heard the inshore forecast for the next 24 hours, which won't affect me because I am going hopefully shore fishing down Weymouth, wrasse fishing off the shore, and then maybe some gilthead bream fishing, trying to catch one. I must have caught my broad, but I certainly never caught a UK one. Well, I've never fished for them, so it's hardly surprising. I'm going to check that big rod, boys, because when we were filming, doing the chill out bit, I definitely had a bite on there. I'll check this one first. See, Plaice can sometimes lay on it. Now, normally we'd be drifting. I think I might have another line here. No, I think there's a fish. It stopped me winding. Holy cow, could it be a Plaice? It's coming in deep. Deep, it's coming in really deep. Oh my God. I feel this could be a Plaice again. Oh, sweet heaven. What a good job I didn't move, and what a good job I toughed it out. Check it. I'm looking down there, I'm looking down there, looking down there. What do I got? I've got absolutely beep. I was close, boys. I was close. You know what that was? I was just a stone's throw from catching a fish. And it might cover some different ground and sort of bump round like this. I don't know, it's quite a heavy lead. It might bump around and, you know, just cover a little bit of different ground there, because that piece of rock I brought up, that's all covered in food. Oh God, it's the anchor rope. Oh dear. Oh, it's right behind me. Hang on, let's get up here. Let's get up here, emergencies. Gonna big tangle time. I don't need any tangles, I thought I'd shortened it up enough, to be honest. Obviously not. This is weird. I mean, the current's blowing this way, the wind's got the other way. It's like wind over tide. I just saw I can't see the angle on the rope. See, if you're too vertical, you'll lift the flukes of the anchor, and then we will be all over the place then. It's a strange one. I'm assuming I've still got an anchor and the Plaice hasn't chewed it off. I don't see it, still underneath. If I haven't got that in some of my lines, I'll be absolutely... There's the anchor. No choice but just to try it like that, guys. I think I'm going to drift. Sailor's not that one. I'm hoping my other lines here are still back there and they're not in the rope's gone that way, you see. You could get vertigo up here, couldn't you? Just want to keep those lines for about an hour. I've got about an hour. Let's have a look. 10 to 5, yeah. Would be nice. Get back inside the boat, Graeme. Your age, you shouldn't be doing this. People, that smacks of a fish. I put it down for bass. Unfortunately, it's not going off fast enough for bass. I've no idea what it is, but the hook is right at the head of the bait. So I've got no choice but to try and hopefully he turns the bait and he can take the whole bait, because it's quite a big scad. Has he dropped it? You can get, sometimes you get a small ray or a strap eel, bootlace eel will just run off, drop it, take it, pick it up, play with it. If he moves off again, I think we might have a customer. I think I'd take a gamble on this one, just wind on it, guys. It's either there or it's not. I've got to get him off the reef. Come around here with it. Fish on, fish on, fish on, fish on. Feels heavy. This is a stiff rod. Get tarpon 140 pounds on this, Mike has. In the pitch dark. Oh, I got some pressure. He's taking, he's kicking, he's banging. Wow, I got some pressure on there. What is this thing? Could be, by those pull downs, it could be a big undulate ray. Undulate rays are very, very predatory. I mean, all rays are. but undulates particularly so. Wouldn't that be sweet to finish off with a giant mega flatfish? Not a plaice, an undulate ray, and that's on the scad I caught earlier. Fresh bait. Here he comes. There's my rubbing leader, a green. Just take my time on this. Oh, I'm gonna just check that drag, just in case he crash dives. Oh, I just want to see it. Just want to see it. Come on, boys. There's another weird knot there, Graeme. Oh God. Oh, a big ray. Oh my word. A very, very big ray. That's got to be an undulate. Surely that's not a thornback. That's got to be an undulate. That is huge. Look at that. That's a double figure. Big double figure undulate, people. Big double figure undulate. Oh, he's going down. I think I've got to go for it. It's rare. It's rare you see Uncle Graeme have a go at netting something. He's peeling me out now. He's got it ready. I don't think he's going in that net, to be honest. I think he used to strain tea through that years ago as a child. Oh, it's a big ray. I did say undulate because they're very predatory. He's in that current. I want to get that green line on. Wow. There's a lot of pressure there. Oh, come on. I reckon he's wrapped. I reckon he's going to unwrap now, hopefully. Let's keep that even pressure on him. Go for a drop. He's going to come back. I don't want him spiralling around those other lines. That's a big undulate, man. I'm on the green. I go through different colour codes. I've done the grey, brownie, I'm on the green, and I've got some black nasty stuff there, which could be about 20, which I now wish I hadn't tied on. Here's a ray. That is a big mother of a ray. Take my word for it, I feel he ain't going in. I feel he ain't going in. Just no way. He's in. Oh, what tell you what, boys, that may well be the biggest undulate I've ever caught. That thing is like a giant stingray, and that's folded up in the net. That's a big undulate, people. He's toasted that bait down. You just can't believe those guys just packed up at that time when the tide turned. It's a classic, isn't it? This is a big undulate. If I can get him out of the net, got him in, I can't get him out. Oh, yes. Crikey, O'Reilly. Oh, man, he really is heavy. He really is heavy. Check this one out, people. Oh! 14 pounds of anybody's money, I reckon. Look at that. Beautiful markings on it. Wow, what a fish. What a fish to finish with. He might go more, you know. I don't have scales, but I'd say he's every bit 14, might go 15 pounds. Big fish. I'll put the head cam back on and then we'll get him back in the water. That is a beauty. Oh my God, a lump of a ray, isn't it? That is a lump of a ray. Let's get him back in the water. That might go 15. That's a big one, boys. That is a big ray. Gone straight down. Get right in the back of that net. That net. 20 minutes, guys, I think I'm going to give it. Whew, what a good job I caught that scad and put it down. Fresh bait, you can't beat it. Oh, what a turnaround, guys. Got a nice smooth hound on this time. Went all Australian then. I suddenly went into Australian mode. What's that all about, Copper? Got a nice smooth hound on here, guys. Going pretty well. It's not going as well as the last Sheila I met down in Brisbane. Did I just say that? He came up really dead and he's untangled himself. A tiny bite, a small hook. Look at the bend in this rod, man. That's why we fish for smooth hounds. Or catch them in my case. I don't fish for them today, just lucky. Be lucky if I see it. Small hook, very, very close. Might be netting material. I feel he's going to go away again. There's my stone weight. There is Mr. Hound. As with all hounds, it's going mad. I'm going to use a net on this one, guys. It's not Plaice superheroes. See if we can get him in as well, Graeme. That'd be handy, wouldn't it, mate? Yeah, try and get him inside the net. Try again. Yeah, he knows what the net is now. It's woken him right up. That is some scrapper. He's seen that net, he's seen the net, he doesn't want it. He's in. Oh! How about that one as a follow-up to that really big undulate? What a day, what an afternoon, what an hour's fishing. And, that's right, it's on my, bring that down a bit for you. It's on my teaspoon rig. There he is, he's out. He may well go mad, he may well go mad. I'll try and hold him for you. On the teaspoon rig, guys, what do you think of that? Nice smooth hound. Thought another rod going over the side then. What, good scrap, good scrap, good fish. Good night, Vienna. In his case, he's lucky he's gone back. He was caught on the right boat. We are now down to 9-minute warning, guys. Am I so pleased I put everything on. The lucky hat, the lucky shirt underneath the vest and the lucky life vest. Well, I hope it's lucky. Well, it is the witching time. It is the going home time. It's look here, man. Just let me spin this around. This is why I come fishing. This is why man alone is alone. Because he's on a boat on his own. I like my own company is what I'm trying to say. Man alone in a boat, I am. There is nobody else out here fishing that I can see for at all, miles. They're just big trawlers and stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching the Totally Awesome Fishing Show. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit the little notification bells. So give us a few more subscriptions. If you want it, great, subscribe. If you don't worry, I'm still making the films. We're still paid for all ourselves. We do it all ourselves. Self-funded. We have some great fun. I've had a good time. It really is a great series. Our Man Alone has been popular all through last summer. You want to check out some of the other shows we've done on it. Shark fishing, conger fishing, man, everything we go for. And who knows what's coming aboard this boat in the Man Alone fishing series. Totally awesome.